What's up YouTube? I'm going to delve into QNT token, starting off on the fortnightly chart through Bittrex. I use this chart because it goes all the way back to 2018, and Binance chart unfortunately only goes back to July of 2021. So there's not a lot to work with here on the QNT chart via Binance, but if you take a look at the Bittrex chart for QNT, yeah, it goes all the way back to 2018, so there's a lot more to work with here. Now, this chart is in log mode, for those wondering. I always use log mode, and I always use logarithmic Fibonacci levels as well. So yeah, I believe that QNT is in a 5-wave impulse move still, since the inception, when it was trading at about 21 cents back in 2018. So at the moment we're just consolidating here on the longer term time frame, and we had this move last year which topped out in October, and if you have a look, it was actually the top of the golden pocket here from this impulse move down. So very logical that we found resistance there. We've come back down and we've found support along the 50 EMA here, and we have bounced off there now. And if you look at this stochastic RSI, we've actually just formed a bull cross here, the first time since October of 2022. So that's a very bullish sign. And right now we're looking to retest this level here at a touch below 200 USD. So I'm liking those odds. It should happen by the end of this month, or maybe early in March. We'll have to see what happens, but yeah, things are definitely looking positive here. And if we take a look at some other indicators here, we've got the stochastic RSI, as mentioned before, formed a bull cross. We've got the MACD here as well, looking in better shape with a bit of a bull cross here as well. And also the RSI is in an uptrend, so it's pretty much in the mid-range, but it is looking bullish here now, and there's plenty of room for upside here. Keep in mind, this is the 2-week chart, so even though these indicators look very bullish, in the short term we could get a little bit of downside. So I'm gonna take a look at the Binance chart now, on the weekly, and stochastic RSI is moving up nicely here. It's still very bullish, yet it hasn't reached overbought levels yet, so plenty more room for upside here. This candle is going to be an interesting close. We could form a bit of a spinning top here if we get a bit of a rally this weekend, so, and that will look very bullish. 50 EMA on the weekly chart is here, so we have found support there. Also, you've got a golden cross occurring with the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA, which is also a bullish sign. So yeah, this Fibonacci level here, the 0.382, combined with that 50 EMA, have provided support for QNT. So you know, there's still a chance that we could come back and retest that level, but it is holding as support right now. It's also the neckline of this W pattern. So you've also got this support level here now. So yeah, I'm pretty confident this one's going to hold, guys, and we're going to at least retest this declining trend line down here from the all-time high, as you can see. So yep, things are definitely looking good for QNT here. We head over to the 3-day chart. We can see here the 0.786 at a touch below 190 lines up with that trend line from the all-time high. So it does look like we're going to retest this area here. This stochastic RSI is cooling off a bit, so that could continue for the next couple of days, or it could definitely just reverse and come back into overbought conditions. But yeah, this weekly close is going to be very interesting indeed. And I'll head finally over to the daily chart here. Okay, so if I chuck on these fibs here, you can also see that on the shorter term time frame on the daily that we have a golden ratio here at 184, which is in the zone of that trend line, that macro trend line that I pointed out from the all-time high. So there's another bit of confluence for everybody there. So we want to get above this 163 level here. If we can get above that, we'll probably take the elevator up to 172, which is in the same zone as the top of the Keltner channel here. Stochastic RSI has cooled off nicely here on the daily. We've had this downside move, yet the price action hasn't really suggested that we've come down too much. It's literally a beautiful retracement here to the neckline of this W pattern, and now we're bouncing back up. And at the moment, currently on the daily, the golden pocket is providing a bit of resistance. If we can get above that, we'll head up to 156. So yeah, still a bullish structure here for QNT. And yeah, my bias is definitely to the upside here. And I'll wrap that up and catch you guys in the next update.